My parents loved the Lord. They sat down and had Bible studies with me. I knew that God loved me, but I didn't really take to heart the true thing of what Christianity is about, this life of following Jesus. At the age of 12, I believe, I got into skateboarding. I started hanging around the wrong crowds. Just from the age of 12 to the age of 14 is when it all just started to go downhill. I began to smoke weed, partying all the time. I remember specifically saying to God, Lord, I don't want you in my life anymore. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I want you to be gone. And after I said those very words, I went and put my Bible away in my room, somewhere where I couldn't even see it, because I knew if I did that, I wouldn't be convicted. When I was 14 years old, I remember going to my first party. There's tons of beer, there's bongs, and people smoking weed. I was gonna go in there and just rage. And I got to the point of being so intoxicated that I ended up on my knees throwing up for 4.5 hours. And after those 4 hours, I passed out. I was lost. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to grab onto next. One day my dad picked me up from the skate park, and all of a sudden I had this sense of deep conviction in my heart. I knew he would be deeply hurt that I was going behind his back doing these things. That night when I went to bed, I could barely sleep because I was so convicted. I tried to do the normal thing, like just rub it off. I'll be fine in the morning. This won't affect me anymore. I'm just having a weird day. But then a week after that, I was at my friend's house, and again, deep conviction in my heart that the Spirit of God was meeting me where I was at, drawing me closer to Him. And I remember just sitting in my friend's living room, like holding back my tears. My mom was getting ready to have heart surgery. I knew how much it would deeply hurt her if she truly knew the things that I was doing. I just started crying uncontrollably, just tears falling from my face, and I just began confessing everything I had done to my mom. You know, it just proves that, you know, the love of God is far greater than we can even compare, because my mom did not get mad at me. She was perfectly understanding. She showed me grace. She showed me mercy and tons of love. And through that time, after sharing that with my mom, I got home and I shared it with my dad. So I confessed it before my parents, but there was one thing that I didn't do. I didn't get my relationship with God right. When I got things right with God, it was on a Sunday. They had showed the crucifixion video of what Jesus truly went through, so that my sin could be forgiven. Everything that I had done, the drinking, the doing drugs, the having sex with girls, the lying, everything you could possibly think of, it came to be real to me that, wow, Jesus, you did this for me. God, you loved me so much that you would send your only son for me, that my sin, the dirty things that I did, I could be forgiven of. Again, uncontrollable tears just drawing down my face. I ran pretty much to the altar just with tears flowing down my face. And my dad, Ralph Catasus, is a worship leader, and I remember seeing him on stage leading us in worship, and looking up at him, and I could see the joy in his eyes through all the prayers that him and my mom had been praying for me, and just that I believe that to this day has truly restored our relationship. I'm able to laugh with them, and I love being around them, and I'm able to be encouraged by my father biblically as he sits down with me and shows me scriptures. I'm working at a skateboarding distribution, something I've always dreamed of doing, but it's not the dream part, it's the way that God is using me. I'm able to use a gift that God has given me, to use it as a tool and an instrument to further his kingdom, to tell people about the love of Jesus that can change their lives and your life, just as it has changed mine. I want the teenagers that are living the life of sex, drugs, money, you name it. I want to say, take a stand. Allow God to use you. Don't settle for the ways of this world, because it's truly not worth it, and I will tell you right now that it will not satisfy you. And I know you may hear this from many different people, because I was one of those kids sitting in youth group, or I was one of those kids hearing testimonies of what God has done in their life. But I'm truly telling you that God loves you. Jesus does have a plan for your life. So don't settle for the things that this world has to offer, but stand firm in your faith in Jesus. And if you haven't come to know him, I pray and hope that you do come to know him, because his arms are spread wide open, waiting to embrace you. So give him a chance and allow him to change your life. My name is Max, and I am changed.